Hello, everybody. Today is Thursday, July 31st, 2025, and we are back for another episode of Bricks and Beyond, a creator showcase series. For those of you that may be joining for the very first time, Bricks and Beyond is a showcase series that highlights members of the LEGO community. Each episode will give you a personalized look into the person behind the account. Tonight's guest likes to do a little bit of traveling, primarily between California and New York. He's a Lego builder. He is the host of a YouTube series, Building Friendships, and just a wonderful person in the Lego community. On Instagram, you may see him as sayitaintsosis, but I'm here to introduce him to you as the one and only John Sosis.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you, John? How are you?
I'm good. Just getting through East Coast weather. It's hot and humid, and then it's just thunderstorms and flooding. So we're just getting through it.
Well, so I was getting a little bit of a flashback from my 48-hour live stream last week, because last week I had my buddy, my partner, tell me that he had a storm come through, knocked his power out. And 30 minutes prior, I put out the reminder to everybody, and you messaged me and you said, "Hey, power's out, but they're here working on it." So
yeah, we got to fix just in time. I mean, it's kind of like LA. LA doesn't know how to handle any kind of weather. If it gets too hot, things shut down. If it gets too rainy, my ceiling starts leaking. It's terrible. So
lovely.
I figured something would go wrong.
Yeah, of course. Well, as they say, hope for the best and expect the worst, right?
Exactly. I like your optimism.
So I mentioned in the intro, so you travel back between California and New York. So you are, if I'm not mistaken, you're in New York right now, correct?
Yes, right now I'm in New York. I'm born and raised in New York, and then a few years ago I moved out to LA.
Okay, all right. Now, so what brings you back, or I guess what brings you back to New York?
LA's awful, and I come to see my family. I need to recharge. You need like an LA recharge every 2 months.
Okay.
I've been fortunate enough that like my jobs out there have allowed me to every 2 months or 3 months come back home and see the family and recharge. Then I go back into that dumpster fire, and we just redo it again until my battery's drained.
Well, so let me just get this straight, because LA has been on my bucket list of places to go. Are you telling me it's not bucket list worthy, or it's at least worth a visit?
It's dumpster list. I mean, it's like it's worth a visit if you have a plan and a reason to be out there. And like, I don't know what you're into, but like if you're going out there to just do touristy stuff, that could literally be done in 2 days. So like the Hollywood sign, you have to do the Hollywood hike before 10 a.m. because then your skin burns off. So like by 10 a.m. you've just hit that. Hollywood Boulevard is literally just 2 safe blocks, and then you're in an outdoor prison. You don't want to do that. So like you do that within 2-3 hours, you could be done with Hollywood Boulevard. Venice is maybe a few hours. There's a lot of, literally, when you hear sightseeing, it's literally you walk, you look at it, and then you move on. So it's like, if that's what you want to see, if you want to go see the Chinese theater in person, it's a regular movie theater. Sure, you can go see a movie there on vacation if you want to waste 3 hours seeing a movie on vacation. Otherwise, you literally just walk in front of it, look at the handprints, look at the theater, and then you're on your way. So it's worth checking out, but you don't need more than 3 days there.
Okay, fair. You know, it's funny because so I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I'm not too much of a fan of it. I've kind of been stuck here. And I was talking to Shy a while back, and I was telling him, I said, "You're more than welcome, if you're ever passing through, to stop by." And then I started listing all the negative things about it. And he was just like, "Well, geez, if that's all there is to do, then I guess I'm not stopping by."
I mean, it's one of those things where if you don't have a lot to do there, I mean, my first time going there was, I guess my first time going there was curiosity with 2 friends. We went for vacation, but then anytime before I moved there was for an event. It was either an award ceremony, some kind of premiere, some kind of party, like a wedding or party or whatever. I never went out there to be like, hey, I'm just going to go hang out in LA. Like,
Yeah, sure.
it's not like Cancun. People don't just go there to have spring break. You go there when you have a reason, or you just want to see a bunch of things, and then you take off. Then you're out of there.
So I hear it seems to be common to hear that San Diego is a place to visit in California.
I would say it's a place to visit the way New Jersey's a place to visit. Like, yeah, you go there, you'll say, "Oh, this is nice," but also there's nothing to do. There's Legoland.
Okay.
I just went to
Okay.
Legoland. I'm saying this as somebody who, one, grew up in New York where everything's cement. So when I see trees, I get uncomfortable. I just like cement everywhere. And two, I'm not a beach person. So if you live in Santa Monica or Venice, you probably think it's the greatest thing in the world. You just go outside and you're at the beach. And for me, I'm like, I'm not driving all the way over to just stare at something I saw in Coney Island. Like, this is exactly what I did in Coney Island. I went there, I saw a Ferris wheel, and I would leave. Like, I don't hang out at the beach.
So your idea of beach would be concrete all the way up to the water.
Yeah, cement beach. Yes.
And then you get the bags of ready mix, and that's you can build sandcastles with the ready mix.
Honestly, it's like better than half the other things people do in Venice. There's nothing.
Yeah.
It's just like a joke over there.
That's fair. Well, good. I appreciate the insight. You just saved me a lot of money on airline tickets, to go, because I'm not driving. I mean, my parents did that drive for my cousin's wedding a few years back. My mom wanted to, plow through the drive. My dad wanted to stop everywhere in between. That's not a happy meeting when you have two people doing, two different things. But it took them, I think, 3 days?
It took me 3 days to get from New York to LA because we just drove right through. We did not stop at all. We just drove when I was moving out there. I had stuff in the car. I didn't want to sit there and risk my car being broken into. So I was just like, we're stopping at the hotel, sleeping, and then picking up and going.
Yeah.
I'm not like a big touristy person. There's a reason that they're called flyover states. I literally just fly over them and I'm fine. Am I going to be upset if I never see Mississippi? No, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be fine.
Oh man, you are. I love this. This is great. Kicking off with a great start here.
I am
miserable. All right. So in New York, so any plans for the weekend?
Right now, I like to come here with no plans, and then things start to fill up. So this weekend, WWE's in town for WrestleMania, WrestleMania, for SummerSlam.
Yes. Yep.
I'm gonna see if I get tickets to that. I might go do that one night, but other than that, just hanging out with family. I might try to shoot a few episodes of the web series while I'm here. If I could get the interviews I'm trying to get.
Okay.
And yeah, it's recharge time. I'm just relaxing, recharging, and then back west.
Back to the glory land.
Exactly.
So as far as because being in LA, I feel like that's typically a hot spot for a lot of entertainment, various capacities. So as far as what you do for work, you are in the entertainment industry, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Which is not actually doing that well in LA. But yeah, I work in comedy and music and management and development and production. So I do a whole bunch of things in entertainment. But yeah, LA is kind of getting rough out there with production. I mean, even with Lego Masters, as if Georgia wasn't cheap enough to produce Lego Masters, season 6 is filming in Australia. It's actually cheaper to fly people to Australia than to shoot in California.
Oh, wow.
So
wow.
All the productions are kind of leaving, and yeah, entertainment's not doing great out there.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Cause I mean, that always anytime you say LA, that used to be, that's where everything is. But now, like you said, I mean, I didn't realize the Lego Masters was down in Georgia. Cause I was talking about that with somebody, I think it was at Brick World. And I said, oh, wow, I didn't realize that's my side. Cause most of the time, if you're East Coast, you don't have anything going on East Coast. All the big, I mean, there are a few Lego events, but a lot of the Lego stuff or even entertainment stuff, I always feel like the big productions are always out West. There's never really too much going on out this way. Um, but that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess times change. I mean, I guess that's where it used to be, but yeah, I mean, prices of and costs of
Yeah,
things now.
the cost of living, and then every state is competing with each other for tax rebates on the production. So,
Okay.
I mean, Netflix is building stages out in New Jersey.
Okay.
I don't know who's going to film here. I guess the tax rebates are going to be significant if Netflix is confident to build stages here. But I used to work in TV in New York. I worked for Law and Order SVU, and like that was we were shooting all over the place. It's just LA was just known because of Hollywood.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
then as things became cheaper in other places, it was LA that was losing. It's like if everything's in this bucket and then all these other buckets appear that need to be filled,
Yep.
people are going to say, okay, well, give me a better offer than this place and we'll leave here. Like
Yeah.
nobody's hesitating to leave Los Angeles, where these other states are like, well, what if we brought film here to help our economy? That's an economy, like that's money that we don't have. So we can offer these crazy rebates because we're getting free money essentially when they move here. So that was basically going on. So season 1 of Lego Masters was in LA, and then 2 through 5 was in Georgia.
Okay.
And that's where Marvel and DC shoot their films also.
Yeah.
Stages in Atlanta. So a lot of production moved there. And then now I guess Australia's cheaper. What are you going to do?
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, hey, who wouldn't want to film with a kangaroo, right?
Yeah, I mean, if it's cheaper, yeah, sure. We'll just have a team of kangaroos building Lego. It can't be worse than what this season was. So bring on the kangaroos.
You know, the other thing you got going for you out in the New York, New Jersey area. I mean, you got the Jersey Shore. I mean, who wouldn't? No, I'm talking about the crew. I'm talking about the show. I mean,
oh, you're talking about the actual people. Okay, yeah, that's not something to brag about.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a selling point.
Oh, I mean, we'll leave it at that, I guess.
Yeah, the situation. No thanks.
Wait, Miz, he was from Real World.
Yeah, he was from the Austin season, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give him credit. He really like blossomed his career. I mean, you know, I'd say he's a popular WWE star, and to go from Real World to what he is, I mean,
oh no, he's a success story.
Yeah,
just like Theo Vaughn. Theo was a Road Rules guy, and now
oh gosh,
he just walks around like he has permanent CTE. So,
oh, I can't even imagine some of the stories that you would have.
It's exciting. What can I say? That's I'll leave it at that.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. So, you said you were born in Brooklyn. Now, do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have a younger sister, 22 years young. She's 2 years younger. I don't know what age that is because I don't. 37, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. Fair.
I don't know how old I am.
Now, is she still in New York?
She just made it to New Jersey. She's in Jersey now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So then your family. So that when you come back, like you said, you get to see her. Everybody else, all the other.
Yeah, my parents, my cousin, my whole family is on the East Coast.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I get to see everybody out here, and then it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, do your parents still live in the same house that you grew up in?
No.
Okay. So that's been a while. Okay. All right. So as far as your sister, now, what was it like growing up with a sister 2 years younger than you?
It was it was miserable. We hated each other.
I had a feeling
it's fine now. 2 years is a weird thing, but it's fine. Like we're good now. But yeah, growing up with a sibling is just bad.
Yeah. Now, do you think it would have been better if maybe she would have come maybe a few years after that, like maybe 5 to 7, or
probably?
Okay.
Yeah. Probably. I would say like 5 years is a good like age difference.
But 2, that kind of cramped your style in the household.
2's a little bit much. Yeah. 2 is too close for comfort.
Now, if we were to flip the script and we were to ask her, did you come 2 years early?
I don't. I don't.
It's hard to admit, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question.
Well, there's a question I expect as a follow-up after the fact.
There we go.
All right. So, as when you were a kid, obviously we're both here in the Lego world, but let's pretend Lego doesn't exist right now. So, growing up, yeah, as a kid, what would you say some of your interests or hobbies would have been? Things you did when you were little.
Video games. I liked playing sports. Like it was pretty much that was pretty much eating. It was definitely there was pretty much a lot of that.
Nothing wrong with that.
That was pretty much it. I was very like I wasn't I wasn't more exciting than that. It was like games, video games, sports, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, yeah. So, so you're 39, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm 37, same age as that darn sister of yours. So you came. I'm guessing you came through that same era as me, like the N64s, the
Yeah.
original PlayStation, Xbox. All right. So
Yeah.
what were some of your? Well, I guess let's go back. What was your favorite system, first of all? Like what that you usually like always went back to?
Oh, N64. I
Oh
brought
yeah.
that was the one thing I brought with me to LA. Like my
Okay.
N64 came with me.
I'm guessing GoldenEye was probably
Actually, not so much
no. Okay.
GoldenEye. I mean, I
Okay.
have GoldenEye, but it was more I really liked Smash Brothers,
Yep.
Mario Kart, Diddy Kong Racing, the
Oh yeah.
WWE games were the WWF games
Ooh.
at the time were really
Ooh,
fun.
those are good. Yeah.
Um, the Madden games, were they still Madden at that time?
I
Or was
think.
it, I think
Yeah,
it
I
was
think so.
QB. I think it was NFL Quarterback
QB
Club.
Club. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember that one.
But yeah, I like the sports games. They had Wayne Gretzky hockey, 3D hockey. Um, but yeah, that was pretty much it. I played all the basic games. GoldenEye was fun, but I wasn't as crazy for it as everybody else was. I think that was like
Sure.
a big thing for a lot of people that liked N64, and I just kept it simple.
Yeah, yeah. No, I was always the sports guy. My one buddy, he was a big one of the GoldenEye ones, but yeah, I was always doing the Maddens and all that. It's so crazy when you go back now and you look at like every year when these games would come out and you would see these graphics and we're like, oh man, this game looks
Yeah.
amazing, and that's
And then you look
and you
back at
look.
it now and you're like, that was terrible.
Oh yeah, but you know what the funniest part about some of these games are? They had things in them that have been taken out over the years, and now they're adding things back in and they're like, oh, groundbreaking new feature. It's like, not really. If you look back, you had this stuff in your games back in the early 2000s, and then it was taken out and now you market it as new features. So
Yeah.
always interesting to look at from that aspect. But so sports, what were the sports you were playing?
Football, basketball, and younger before that, I was playing baseball, but
Okay.
football and basketball were the two that I enjoyed.
Did you play for any school teams?
Yeah, I played high school football for a couple of years, and that ruined football for me until I was a little bit older. I play it now. I play football and kickball now with adults,
Okay.
which is definitely
With
interesting
adults.
to see. Yeah, we get injured so easily. I like tore my bicep, so like I have a
Okay.
Popeye arm now. Yeah, kickball is pretty intense when you're too old to be playing kickball.
Yeah, that's fair. So what turned you off from football in high school?
I just don't like we're high school kids. These
Mhm.
coaches were acting like they were all like their salaries depended on
Oh
us
yeah,
winning. It
yeah,
was like this is not fun anymore.
yeah.
Like it was fun when we just like it's fun now. It was fun before then, like when I played when I was younger. But then you go into high school and it's like these coaches, they genuinely have no lives.
Mhm.
They're just like my coach was my driving instructor. Like this was the
Okay,
most excitement he had in his entire life. And he just like he acted as if we had $1 million salaries that
nice. Yeah.
we couldn't afford to lose. It's like, guys, calm down. We're playing the school down the block. Like we have bigger problems at this school. Our English teacher was just like sleeping with the children. Like we have
Oh
bigger issues
gosh.
to
Oh
worry
geez.
about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
what do you expect?
Oh man.
Yeah.
So any of the kids or any yeah, well yeah, the kids at the time, any of the kids that you went to school with, do you still keep in contact with any of them or
I have like 2 friends from high school that I'm close with, and then
Okay.
like the guys from the football team will message each other every now and then.
Okay.
I haven't gone to any of the reunions. We just had our 20th. We just had our 20th. Was it our 20th? When did I even graduate?
Probably
2008.
because I was '06. So
So
wait.
November was the 20.
Yeah.
I graduated in 04, so it was the 20th. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So
Yep.
so we had the 20th, and I didn't go. First of all, they did it the week before Thanksgiving when nobody was home.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say
Sounds like
nobody was
planned.
home. Yeah, no, when the people who left the neighborhood were not in town. A lot
Yeah.
of people don't leave my area in Brooklyn, so they were all still there. But yeah, I didn't go to that. So like whenever I see the guys in the neighborhood, I'll say, well, we'll talk, but I'm not really friends with a lot of them anymore.
Yeah. Okay. So who will you get together with now to do like the kickball or football? Any is it like the same
Just a
groups
bunch
or
of strangers from LA. Yeah, just people I met out
okay.
in LA. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good way to meet new people, but then you start to find out who's doing this because they think they're going to be professional kickball players, and you're like, okay, well, you're draining the fun out of this too. Yeah, there's some people in LA where like this is their pride and joy, and I'm like, I'm just here to get some kind of physical activity, so I don't have a wall removed from my building when I die. Like, I don't need a forklift out of my building.
Uh, I'm getting the sounds of this that we have instead of dodgeball movie, we have a kickball movie in the making.
Oh, you
It sounds
absolutely could. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Like we've seen because you don't realize how dumb people are until they try to play sports as an older person. Like
yeah.
we had one field that was on concrete and people were sliding and it's like, what are you doing? What are you
Oh, man.
doing?
Yeah, no. Jeez,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
We almost got
as
kicked out. So I play on a team with a bunch of comedians. What our team almost got suspended for we'll say mocking the other team, but just screaming other terrible things at them because comedians think everything's funny and the referee and a bunch of
yeah,
accountants on the other team don't agree.
that's fair. Okay,
So we
yeah. So
almost got suspended.
I was just going to ask you, did you mean literal comedians or just like
Literal
funny,
comedians.
literal comedians? Okay,
It's a team of people in it's like
yeah.
80% comedy comedians and 20% comedy like relate comedy adjacent people. So like
Okay.
industry people like myself.
Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. All right. So if you were, and I know I'm really asking you to think, but I'm sure you've seen dodgeball.
Mhm.
Okay. If you had to translate your kickball team into one of the dodgeball teams, who would you say you guys are?
Oh, we're definitely the worst team in the league. Have you ever seen comics try to be athletic? We were easily like the least athletic team in the world.
Uh, so average Joes at the beginning, basically.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
middle and the
Okay.
end. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were still pretty bad at the end.
Well, yeah. They had a couple things go their way other than the
Yeah.
blindfold, but yeah.
Yeah. They were still pretty awful at the end. We're
That's good.
awful right through the whole game.
Oh, that's good. All right. So let's get into some Lego chat here. We're going to get into your YouTube series a little bit later. But for now, let's keep things back in the good old days. So obviously, most important question. Did you have Lego when you were a kid?
Yes, I definitely had Lego growing up. I remember specifically a police precinct, a hospital, and either a fire station or an airport. I can't remember. I definitely, maybe both of them, but I definitely had like the old school city sets.
Okay. Yep. Do you remember? Because I don't ever remember actually physically seeing it. Do you remember the Lego commercials on TV?
I definitely think I used to watch so much kids television. I have to imagine
Yeah.
I've seen it, and I'm sure if I saw a video of it, it would just like spark the memory immediately. But I
Yeah.
can't think offhand. Like,
Yeah, I see. Like I've seen them on YouTube because my son's come across them and he's shown them to me, and I don't remember them at all.
I do remember when Star Wars started to become like when they started with the Star Wars license. I do remember Star Wars commercials like
Okay.
pretty vividly. Like, and I don't. I've never seen Star Wars. I think it was episode one. Episode one. I remember a pod racer commercial.
Okay.
Is that the one with the pod
Yeah.
racers?
Yep.
Okay, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So that
Yep.
I'm almost positive I've seen. I remember a Star Wars commercial for Lego, but I don't
Okay.
remember anything else.
Okay. Yeah, I don't for whatever reason. But yeah, now that I've seen them, I said, "Oh, geez, I wonder why." Like, I wonder if they did play, or I guess maybe wasn't interested at the time. But so other than those specific sets that you remember, did you have bulk Lego as well, or for as far as what you remember, was it basically just those sets in particular, and then did you play with them, or were you like a city builder, or like what did you like to do?
I definitely played with them and I build them, but I'm pretty sure everything becomes bulk when you're a kid.
Yeah.
So I don't think I had specifically a set of bulk, but I do think eventually I broke them all down and just ended up with a bin of bulk.
Yep. Yep. Now it's funny you brought this up to me the other day that you actually played with your Lego sets. And in 53 episodes, that's the first time I think I've ever had anybody tell me that they built and play with a specific
As
set.
a
Like,
kid,
yeah, like I've had a lot of
or were they
people
all
tell
like
me.
child architects? They were just building and leaving it there? What the why what?
I had a lot of people tell me that they were like building cities or building buildings and all this, but I've never had, as far as I can remember, and I could go back and check, but I feel like I don't ever remember somebody telling me they sat down, built a set, and played with it.
That's
So,
crazy. I mean, it's you were building your toy and then you
yeah.
play with your toy. You don't just build it and you're like, all right, on to the next building. Okay, here we go.
Well, I guess I guess it depends. Like obviously there's a lot that goes into it. So if you
Also, those are
like,
probably rich people because the way I look at it is like, Mom, I finished building. Okay, let's buy you a new one. We're like,
uh,
I feel like
that
most people, you build your set and now this is your toy. You just got this. You just built it. Now you have to play with the toy that you have. You don't
well,
get another one to
that's
build.
yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a very very good point, especially nowadays. I mean they are display pieces essentially, it feels like. So even a kid, like I know I mean my son, he's a victim of that too. He builds it and then he just runs upstairs and puts it on a shelf, and that's it.
How old's your
But I
son?
guess he's 8.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
yeah, because
Yeah.
when I was 8, I was playing with stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah,
You're building your
I don't,
toy. It's like I've waited
yeah,
to play with something. This because I think when you're a kid, you're like, well, this is fine, but I want to play with something. I don't want the building to be my toy. And then
yeah,
you
yeah,
build the airplane and you want to play airplane and you want to play with the airplane.
yeah.
You don't just want to
Yep.
build the airplane and now you have a airplane
A
sitting
plane.
there.
Well, I will give him credit because so we dove into this, a few years back, and he was all about building the sets, and then like he would play with the modulars a little bit, like he'd make up
Yeah.
stories and that. But he kind of got away from set building, and I give him credit now. He loves the mock build. And he also, like I mentioned so he has his little YouTube channel, and like he'll have people like put challenges out there, and then he'll post a video and he'll build like what people ask him to. So I do give him credit for that, because I mean, I think that's a whole other
Yeah.
mindset to be able to sit there and do that.
And to be fair, I think since he's 8, I guess so he was born. I mean, he probably wasn't able to build until the last few years, but he was born in 2017 or
Mhm.
2016 or
2017.
2017.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. The builds are a lot nicer to display now. Like
Yeah.
my police precinct was just a box, a
Yeah.
white box that said police on it. Like that's not even as a 10-year-old, I wouldn't be like, oh, this is cool to display on my
Yeah.
shelf. It literally is
Yep.
just a white box. Where
Yeah.
now everything is so detailed, I can understand building it and then just displaying it because it's actually nice enough to display.
Yeah.
But back then, everything was so basic and gross. It's like okay, I built it. Now I'm playing with it. Then it goes into the bin because I don't want anybody
Yeah.
to see this junk.
Yeah. Yeah, you bring a good point up, actually, now that I think about it. It's almost like these, like the 18 plus sets are going
Yeah,
more towards models.
yeah,
Like the modulars. I mean, obviously, yeah,
yeah,
you can play with them and move stuff around, but really they are like a model of a building.
yeah.
And if you use them in a city, it's a model city. So it's almost like you could start technically labeling the boxes like this Lego set, this is toy, and then and then this is
Yeah.
model. So
Well, I mean, because when you think even like the Home Alone set, like I love that's one of my favorite sets
mine
ever.
too.
What are you gonna play? Like you're gonna reenact the movie? Like two adults try to murder a child? Like what are you doing with your Home Alone set? Like it's there because it's a cool display. You can open the walls and show everybody the details inside, but you're not gonna play Home Alone with it. That movie was not for children.
You definitely you take the situation, you really give it a different way to look at it, and it's valid. I mean, that's 100% what it was, but you don't think of it as that.
No, it's like that's what the movie was. The movie was two grown adults try to murder a child, and somehow he outsmarts them.
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, it is funny, going back and watching some of these old movies. Like my dad's one, he can't sit during a horror movie because he sees little Chucky running at you. My dad's just like, pick him up and throw him, or kick him, or set
I'm
him
the
on
same
fire.
way.
It's just like, come on, like it's common sense stuff. And I get it, like you can't have the movie if you just do that. But I mean, in the same breath, like we sit there and we watch this stuff that it's just so unrealistic.
Yeah, I mean, Home Alone should be a 9-minute movie. The family leaves for vacation, and then Marv and Harry break in and murder the child and rob the house. That should have been the end of it. Instead, they're slipping on Matchbox cars. They're stepping on ornaments. They're getting hit with irons in the head. Like, what are we doing? What should have been a 9-minute movie.
I mean, how a little kid, like I don't even remember, what was he supposed to be? Was he supposed to be 7 or 8, 9, maybe?
Yeah, about 7 or 8. Yeah.
Yeah. How did he get all of that done, and the amount of, and how did he clean it up? That's what I want to know.
He has kids' energy. He's got child's energy.
Well, can you tell me how he got the tar off the steps?
Listen, you don't know what he did in his free time. He didn't even have Google. He couldn't even YouTube that.
No. Kid just was mastermind, he just plowed through that stuff.
Oh man, that kid.
Oh gosh, I tell you. All right, so Lego as a kid, roundabout, because I'm assuming we all had a dark ages. What would you say your dark age period started, or was it elementary, middle, high school?
Probably elementary through 2014.
Okay.
So probably like late 90s through 2014.
Okay. All right. So then what was, because we all have this glorious comeback. So what's your story as to why you came back into Lego?
I was on painkillers. Okay, so that sounded bad. Let me start. I had to have a surgery. I was sick in my 20s. I had to have a surgery finally at 2013. I had the first surgery. It was like 3 long surgeries.
Okay.
And they gave me these painkillers for the pain because it was like a long 9-hour surgery each time.
Oh, wow.
And the painkillers, they were working, but like they were working to the point where the only reason I didn't feel pain is because I was hallucinating and didn't know what planet I was on.
Wow.
So I was like, yeah, I can't be on these anymore. So I was like, I need something to just keep my brain just busy and distracted. And I was like stuck at home while I was recovering. So I went to Toys R Us and I saw a few years earlier. Do you remember those Puzz 3D puzzles?
Puzz 3D.
They were like 3D. I mean, exactly what it sounds like. 3D puzzles.
Yeah.
So
I remember those.
I had a Monopoly.
If I saw it, maybe.
I had a Monopoly board, so I bought the game Monopoly in Puzz 3D. So it's basically just a regular Monopoly board, but then the center is elevated, so it looks 3D.
Yeah. Yep.
And the pieces are together. You're building the board with puzzle pieces.
Yep.
And I remember liking it, but then I remember it was like poor quality and it would cave in, and I was like, this is kind of garbage.
Yeah.
So I was in Toys R Us, and I was like, I think I might have been looking for another Puzz 3D. And then I happened to see the modular Palace Cinema.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, this looks pretty cool. And then I took that home and like that was a wrap. I think after a week I finished it. And then at that point, Lego had gotten so detailed from like the movie theater pieces to the screen on the 3rd floor. Yep. I was like, oh, this is my thing now. And then I just kept buying more and more. And I mean, that's how it starts. And now
Yeah, it's really funny that the set that you would find in that given year just so happened to coincide with your likes and interests, the film
Yeah.
entertainment industry. That's I mean, now that you said that, like it's actually kind of creepy how that
Well,
it
I
kind
mean,
of
at
played
that
itself
point,
out.
I could have. There were TV and film sets out, so yeah, this was the first time that like I saw a building that I was like, oh, this is cool, because I could have
Yeah,
bought the Star Wars Episode One set, like, or there were plenty of Star Wars sets in Harry
sure.
Potter at that time.
Yeah.
That just did neither of those IPs interested me. So sorry.
No, you're good.
Neither of those IPs interested me. So yeah, the Palace Cinema was like one of those things that was exactly my interest in a more general sense. And then my collection now is only, aside from the modulars, it's only TV and film sets. I don't
Okay.
do, and I'm picky about that. Like because I haven't seen Star Wars or Harry Potter, I only have like one or two sets for each of those.
Okay.
But yeah, now my whole collection is just TV and film. I have Krusty Burger sitting right
Oh,
here.
nice. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Well, so I mean, obviously, not collecting Star Wars or Harry Potter are two massive money savers
Yeah.
because ridiculous some of the size of sets and costs and all that and whatnot. But now, do you do any of the? Well, so do you dabble into any of your own mock building as far because there's and I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on. Oh, Brick Artisan. I'm sure. I don't know if you've heard of him. He has this mock of, like he built this tower with all the different um, entertainment scenes. So like the Friends and all that, and it's like this
Oh
big
yeah,
tower
yeah.
of all those. Is that something that you would do, or do you feel like you're more focused just on the actual Lego
No, I
sets?
do a lot of mocks, and they're 90%, they're 100% TV and film.
Okay.
So I built a Warner Brothers film studio. So I
Oh
have the
wow.
backlot mock. That was my first mock I ever built.
Okay.
And then I have the big figs. I made a Chucky and a ghost face, and Art the Clown from Terrifier.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I built a small news van from the Scream movie because I'm going to get ready to build that
Okay.
house. What other I built the Saturday Night Live stage.
Oh nice. Okay.
So yeah, most of my mocks are TV and film, and yeah, they don't get the same attention that Star Wars does, but like I'm not gonna there aren't enough gray bricks in the world to make me build Star Wars.
It's funny you say it because I was just going to ask you, do you feel like those industries have gotten representation as they should, or is there a lot missing that should be out there?
In terms of what?
Like films in particular, or TV shows.
I mean, I was shocked that Jaws was made because it's an R-rated film, but like I know that horror, there are other brick brands like Brickcraft that I know are looking to get into horror.
Okay.
And I can't say much more about that, but like that's going to be a huge thing for Brickcraft because they're going after, they have IP that Lego probably could have gotten. Like they have the Grinch, they have Hello Kitty, they have Nickelodeon and MTV. Lego probably could have gotten those, but they chose not to.
Yeah.
Brickcraft is going after the things that can be competitive to Lego, and then also things that Lego will never touch.
Yeah.
So I think there's definitely a lot of stuff that is not getting the attention it should right now. Outside of Temu, obviously, you could go buy whatever horror sets you want on Temu, and then they fall apart if it gets too hot in the room. But I think Lego is going into, like, on the flip side, I think Lego's going in too much on Star Wars. Like, I feel like maybe it's because I haven't seen Star Wars, but I feel like they're re-releasing the same set over and over and over. Everything looks the same. How much?
Yeah.
It's like, how many different shapes can we turn gray bricks into? That's what it feels like they're playing.
Yeah, it's to me it's a double-edged sword because like I don't run a massive business like that, but I can see where they're coming from. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
If it's sold before, it'll get sold again. But a lot of people in the, in the whatever Star Wars or Harry Potter, like there are a lot of things that could be made that have not been made. And I think they need to maybe expand a little bit and maybe try go test out some of those things that haven't been made yet, and see what happens with them. Um, but yeah, as far as the horror industry, yeah, I mean, what is there even anything Lego has that would be considered the horror industry?
I mean,
Jaw,
Jaws is
other than Jaws?
kind of. I mean, Nightmare Before Christmas, but that's not really horror. That's
Yeah, Disney. Yeah,
yeah, not really. They've intentionally steered away because of violence. When you see horror, it's very linked to gore
yeah,
and just adult content, and I think Lego's trying to completely stay away from it, which I understand, but also Lego really loves money, so it's kind of stupid from their part. Like, I guess maybe their thought process is, well, we're going to have a lot of children in the store, so we can have a
yeah,
horror section where we're
yeah,
displaying all this gruesome stuff. Completely get that, but at the same time, throw it online then. Like have it
yeah,
exclusive to online. Do a deal with a Hot Topic or whatever. But
yeah,
they're leaving a
yeah.
lot of money on the table just because they have these standards, but I think their standards are terrible. Like the quality of the sets that they're putting out now for the price is so bad that it's like horror's the least of your problems.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I do have that. We've had this debate before about like the whole army gun tank, all that kind of stuff. Like, I can understand not making tanks or that kind of stuff, but um, you have Star Wars, and they all have blasters. Those are guns. Like, no matter
Yeah.
what you say, stormtroopers have blasters. Those are guns. So like, I guess it's just kind of hard to understand. Like, why is something okay in that aspect, but you can't have like new Wild West sets or new whatever. So yeah, it's just a little bit hard to
Well, I mean,
understand
even
people.
their night sets. It's like, what do you think those guys are doing with the swords?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Like, you're giving swords to all these knights. You like the pirates. You think pirates are good people?
yeah,
Pirates are criminals. Pirates like literally steal stuff. What
yeah,
like what are we doing? Like it just yeah, their standards are all over the place. I get why they think like if it's just a theme, like a general theme, they could do it without an issue. And
yeah,
yeah, kids like pirates. It's like yeah, well, pirates are bad people.
yeah,
Just for the
yeah,
record, pirates are
yeah.
very bad people. I don't care if they're
That's
from the Caribbean or not. Like they're
yeah,
bad people.
that's
Jack
fair.
Sparrow is a
That-
drunk pirate.
Yeah,
He has plenty of sets. I think if it has Disney on it, they're like, you know what,
that's
it's going to sell. Let's just do it.
well, you know what? There is a way for them to break through here, though, because we are getting that Godzilla set. So Godzilla represents mass
My
destruction.
prediction, okay, my prediction is that that set never sees the light of day.
You don't think so?
No, I think the Lego Ideas people were like, this is great. And then one of them is going to watch a Godzilla movie and be like, okay, this is probably triggering to a lot of people. Maybe we don't put out the Godzilla set.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it all comes full circle. I mean, what is the purpose that you can't do A, but you can do B? So, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
I think if
I get
it's too fantastical, they're kind of like, we could pull this off. Nobody's going to believe a giant lizard's
yeah,
like it's not going to scare anybody. People are aware. But then maybe with horror, yeah, you can't have a serial killer set.
yeah,
You can't have a
yeah,
killer doll set. Like I
yeah,
can understand where their line is, but also loosen up, Lego. Like
yeah.
calm down.
I mean, I think if you're looking at it from the horror aspect, if it were me, to me, it would be a little different if you did kind of make them studio sets. So
Yeah.
where it gave it the production aspect of things. So you could see that, yeah, we're into horror now, but we're just going to give you a little bit behind the scenes of like how, like a particular scene that maybe wasn't so gory.
Yeah.
I'm just going to use Michael Myers, for example. Like you could have his house and you could have it like cut in half or however they did it. I don't know how they did that, but that way you could give like the production value of like maybe how they made the scenes or that kind of stuff. So, and I think people in the horror industry, me personally, I think that'd be really cool. Like to put that story in the instruction
Yeah.
manuals and get to learn about it. I think you could probably, get two birds with one stone.
I think the closest we might get with that is Universal Monsters, because they actually when they did Lego Studios in the 2000s, I think they did have like a mummy set or a horror set like that went into that theme. They have monster fighters, so they're not against the monster idea. I think it's specifically the serial killer thing. I think those are the things where it's like, well, we could have a vampire drinking someone's blood, which I just got in the 3-in-1 haunted house.
The haunted house.
Vampire that's clearly going to drink someone's blood, but they can't have somebody stabbing someone else, which I kind of understand. But
I know.
I don't agree, but I understand. 18 plus should mean 18 plus.
Yeah, I mean, that's something too. Like, I know, and it's funny because the 18 plus, so when you really think about it, and I know their 18 plus is just from like a complexity or whatever standpoint, but 18 plus is the very first thing that's typically marketed at the front of the store.
Yeah.
You walk in and the massive wall was 18 plus. Now, again, that's not, because of theme or whatnot. It's more complexity, piece counts, that kind of stuff. But you couldn't even weasel it into the 18 plus section because that's all the top tier expensive money makers up at the front. So
yeah, like Twilight. Don't even get me started on Lego ideas and that scam. Twilight got 10,000. Normally when a set is really that good, it's sold out at some point in its run. Maybe the first week it comes out, maybe the first day it comes out. Twilight somehow got 10,000 votes in 24 hours. I've not seen an empty Twilight shelf. Nobody wants that set. So something's going on with Lego ideas. No, there's no way it got 10,000 votes in 24 hours.
Well, speaking of Lego ideas, we're going to get to that in a minute too, because we got something special we want to share. I'm pretty sure most people should know about it, but I'm going to make sure people do, because it's a childhood memory of mine for sure. All right, so before we get into that, so you mentioned kind of what your Lego collection is. Is there? Because I know I saw a video of yours the other day. And I know I'm probably going to set the tea kettle off here, but I think you like buying sets on day one, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that you are mocking me. Okay, so here's the thing. Because of Lego's insane pricing and Target being fed up with them, like Target is clearly fed up with them. You could go to a Target store a month after a Lego set comes out and they've already dropped the retail price, the standard, not a sale, just the retail price, because Lego's pricing is so ridiculous. I don't buy day one. That being said, I now have 2 August 1st sets that I got a week and a half ago, which technically I'm not lying because I didn't get them on day one. I got them on negative 11, negative 11. But the Batmobile, I had a gift card that was expiring, so I had for Target, so I had to use it. The Batman Forever Batmobile, and then Costco did an early release of the Haunted House.
Yeah.
That they shouldn't have, and I had to do that. I didn't have to, but I mean, I imagine those are going to sell out very quickly at Costco.
Yeah.
So, I got 2 day one sets before day one.
So, what is your opinion? Because you got those, so what's your opinion?
This one doesn't count.
Oh yeah, another good one.
This is day negative 2, but
negative 2.
If
you're inching closer to day one.
In case in case I end up getting this interview that I'm supposed to be getting, like big Spider-Man fan, so like that's not for me. So I just want to be clear about that one.
Gotcha. So this is for content. That's for content purposes. So
exactly.
So if the interview would have been like a couple of days down the road and you would have had to have purchased it on day one, that's content as well, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Okay.
If it's not going to be for my own personal build, which, if we're going to be fair, everything moving forward is content because I build live on TikTok every single night. So everything is for content. So technically, I will never have a day one build for no reason, a day one buy for no reason. It's all for content. But
so everybody look out for John at the Lego store tomorrow.
Yeah. You don't think I have it? You don't think I have my alarm set for 9:30 tomorrow? The mall, look, 9:20, and the mall opens at 10.
Oh, that's perfect. Well, technically, it's not day one. Well, trying to think, because Australia is how many hours ahead, so they've
Oh yeah,
already
it's
gotten them. So,
already Friday in Australia.
so technically, it's day two. Then I guess
Day
by the
two,
time
yeah,
you get them.
on a global level, it's day 2. So there we go.
See, I'm working on your favor,
I
in your
appreciate
favor.
it. You're my new attorney.
Gosh, yeah, that'd be something. But yeah, I'll see what I can do. So, all right. So, of all the Lego themes or sets that you've built, do you have a theme that you started a build and you're like, man, I don't like this, I don't care for it, or just a theme that you'll just stay away from completely?
Stay away from. I mean, there's not the only. There are builds that I will never do again if they're in the model of this. But there's no specific theme outside, like no TV or film theme that I won't build because they
Okay.
are, for the most part, pretty solid.
Yeah.
The Captain America shield, somebody should go to jail for that. That was the same build about 40 times in a circle. And I heard that about the Roman Colosseum also. I didn't
Oh
get
yeah.
that because that's not my thing. But
Yeah.
that Captain America shield is the same. You build one
Yep.
thing 50 times, and I was like,
Yep.
somebody should be in prison for this. The designer should have lost their job and been put in prison. To be fair, I don't know how you make a build like that. Maybe you
Yeah.
just don't.
Yeah.
But to have the balls to like sell it for what was it, $200?
Yeah, it was like
It was a
180 or 200, I think.
It's a
Yeah.
$200 set,
Yeah.
and you build the same thing 50
Yeah.
times. It was like somebody should go to jail.
I mean, I did build it, and I will admit this. I 100% agree with you, but I actually found it therapeutic. For some reason, that set was very like, I just sat there and it was calming.
I can see that. For me, any kind of building is therapeutic. For me, I kind of the wonder of it, like you don't know what you're building, then you finally finish it, and you're like, oh, this is a cabinet with it. Like that's the stuff that's exciting for me. If I'm going to spend that money, which I didn't, I got it around the holidays. It was like 75% off.
Okay.
But if I'm going to spend the money on a set, I cannot have it be the same boring thing where I'm like, okay, I don't want to do this again tonight.
Yeah.
I need to find a different build because I can't do this 5 nights in a row. This is a nightmare.
Yeah, no, if I didn't have, like, I'm a big, I grew up, my dad, comic book guy. So I grew up on the Marvel comics and all that kind of stuff. And so I have a whole Marvel cabinet. I was just like, yeah, you have to have the shield. I mean, you just can't have the shield. So, but yeah, I mean, I 100% agree. I mean, it's that should have been one I probably should have waited for a sale, but it is
your thing is, do you have an overall general collection or enjoyment of Lego, or is it specifically Lego bricks and building?
I mean, I dove in. I mean, I really dove in. I do like the modulars. That's a big thing for me. Marvel and Disney, I'd say,
but
probably would be.
Is it just, are you just a Lego brick fan, or are you a Lego company fan? Like I just started with the trading cards, for example. Like I just started getting the trading cards, the Marvel and DC trading cards, which look amazing. Like the hollows are great. And then like for LA Comic-Con, which I'll plug at the end, but I might be working with PSA. They just started creating comic books.
Yep.
So one of the things we want to do in the gift bag for everybody who comes to the panel is give out a graded comic book, a Marvel or a DC comic book that has the Lego variant cover.
Ooh.
So I collect the variant covers that are Lego.
Okay.
So like,
yeah,
I like everything Lego. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the building bricks. So I was curious if you have that same thing, or if you really just like the building.
I'm a company man. And I've admitted that. And my buddy and I on our podcast, we push it all the time that we're company men, but we do not, we will never say negative about what other people want to do. That's your choice. You do what you want, whatever makes you happy. But I'm even to the point where like if I rebrickable, where you can take a set and rebrickable it, I can't do that unless I have a second set.
Yeah, I'm the same way with that. No, I'm with you there. I have to build it the way it's supposed to be built.
Yeah.
And then either I'll mess around with it on its own, depending. So like the 3-in-1 set, I built it the way it's supposed to be built, and then I took it apart because I want to make it a full modular.
Okay.
So that's something where I need it to be built the way it's supposed to be built. I take a look at what it is. I'm like, this is kind of garbage. It's just like a half building, and like the back opens up, which is fine, but like I want a whole thing. So now I'm building a modular, and that to me is fine. What I can't do is build a completely different set out of the set that I just bought. So and even slight alteration. So a lot of people I want to get the Transformers Bumblebee, and a lot of people are like, oh, there's a better Bumblebee build on Rebrickable. I'm like, no. I want the garbage that they're selling me built in the garbage way that they're selling, that when I try to turn it into a car, it falls into 1,000 pieces. That's what I love about Lego. You're paying an arm and a leg for garbage.
Oh gosh. I mean, yeah, I mean, I have no room to talk because I don't know, like, my buddy and I have been building mocks here, and like some of the things, like, I don't know how you make certain things do certain things. Like, I don't get it. So kudos to the people that can. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, when something's produced, like it should be at the stage of completion where it doesn't fall apart, or it's not, easily breakable. So I definitely understand what you're saying there. But yeah, I mean, I'm even at the point where I know people use like the off-brand base plates, or like maybe they'll use separate blocks for their mills plates and whatnot. And I can't do that. I mean, I get it. I support it. But for me, myself, that's not, even the bricks that you can't see, they're all Lego bricks. So I'm about as company man as it gets, I guess you could say. So.
No, I get it. I understand that. I've become way less of a loyalist, but I do like the Lego brand in general. So like the trading cards are cool, even though they're not from Lego. They are licensed, but I'm not exclusive to Lego anymore.
Yeah, no, I get it. All right. So you mentioned Lego ideas. I have something I want to bring up here. Now, for anybody watching or re-listening or rewatching, John did not in any way, shape, or form ask me to bring this up. This is all under my own
When you
doing.
say it like that, it sounds like you're lying.
No, but seriously, if I had evidence to go back, I have supported your post in the past. Now, I didn't know about it as far back as I didn't realize it was in 2024. So I did not realize it was up at that point. But earlier this year, I did support it, pushed it out in the stories. I don't know how well stories even work on Instagram. But what I'm talking about, so John is part of a collaboration here for a full house Lego idea set. We're going to spotlight this here. So do you want to give just a little bit of a background with what exactly, where this came from, who you built it with, or who built it, all the details. Let's hear everything about it here.
Yeah, how many votes are we up to?
You are at actually 6,372.
Okay. We're almost at 64. So I'm friends with Jodie Sweetin, who is a cast member from Full House. She played Stephanie Tanner, and we met when I first moved to LA. She did a podcast that I was producing, and then we just kept in touch. And I found out that she was actually a big Lego fan.
Okay.
And she builds it in her whole back office is just walls of Lego.
Oh wow.
So I grew up on Full House. Lego was kind of going heavy on the TV sets with Friends and The Office and Seinfeld. And Full House just has so many stories, so many characters, two big set pieces, which is like the living room and the kitchen.
Yep.
And some fun things you can do in there. So I was talking to Jodie and I was like, how about we just submit a Lego idea set for Full House and see what happens? In reality, she would be the first celebrity designer if we were to get the set made.
Okay.
So we thought that was cool. So yeah, we put it up a little over a year ago. And we're just pushing forward. We're trying to get it in front of as many people as possible. I physically built it, so I have some feelings about Lego ideas. Lego is a building toy. If you're sitting there in Lego Designer and you're in Studio, or you're using graphic design to build your sets, you should automatically be disqualified. I sat there, I built the living room, I built a kitchen with actual Lego, because that's what you're supposed to do with Lego. And yeah, it came out great. It's a little bit bigger than scale, so I probably should scale it down. But yeah, we really like how it came out, and we've been getting a lot of support. Like a lot of the other cast members are excited for it, and yeah, 6,300 people have voted so far, which is amazing. We're 3,700, a little less than 3,700 away from review.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just pushing this, and hopefully we get it made.
Now, so I have to say, one of the coolest things is getting to work with somebody actually from the cast.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she was there. She lived it. She could give you every single detail. So, I guess you would be comfortable saying this is going to be one of the most accurate representations because of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think in terms of accuracy, all of the Lego idea sets have been great. I don't think that you have to work with the person there. What I think she was super helpful with, outside of like, yeah, this looks great. Maybe we do a blue, like originally my couch was designed differently, and she gave some notes on stuff. And she's like, how about we do this? How about we do that? So she was very helpful with like the detailed pieces, but the Easter eggs, I think, were really great to have her in on, because I don't remember all of them as thoroughly as she does. And the other thing with that is, like, even if I did remember them, she's better at knowing what the fans come up to her. And like, you know, when you're a famous person and people scream your punch, like your the quote that you're known for, they'll scream it at you, or they'll say their favorite episode, or this is my favorite scene. So she was really good at saying, oh, this is something that people always talk about. Like they really like, and I don't think the new photos in there. It's in the video that we posted, because we did do a video of Jody showing off the set. But
is the video on here?
Yeah, it is. It should be by the updates. If you scroll down, yeah, by creator updates.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to sign in, but okay. So there is a video in there.
Yeah. So if you go, there's a video there where Jody actually walks through the set. There's a few more additions to the details than what these photos show. Like we added the turtles on skateboards. Yeah. So she was really good at saying like, oh, this is really funny. And then obviously she's very well known for the scene where she crashes the car through the kitchen. So that was something where we were like, okay, let's do a breakaway wall where you could squeeze the car right in there. So there's just a lot of fun things that we were able to do because she had that hands-on experience. So yeah, I can't say that we aren't going to have a leg up when we have one of the people who lived in that set.
Yep. Because that was a long time. I mean, I don't even remember how many years that show was on. I mean, that was.
Yeah, I think it was like 7 or 8 years in the initial run, and then it came back to Fuller House.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
There's just like a big generation. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and say we deserve to be at 10K, but this is why I don't believe that Twilight got to 10K in 24 hours, because we have the star of the show. She has millions of followers. John Stamos has millions of followers. We still haven't hit 10K, and we're doing it the right way. Like legitimately, we're not buying votes. So that's why it makes me hard to believe when I see some of these sets, and I'm like, you didn't get that in 24 hours. There's no possible way. But we have 3 generations of people that watch the show. We have like my generation, the generation after me that was a little bit older, and then we have the new generation of Netflix viewers that love the show as well. So we do think that if it gets made, it's going to be a very
without a doubt,
a good selling set. And we also we see them doing One Piece from Netflix, so there's those relationships there. We think it has a good shot. We just need to get over that hump. We're almost there.
Well, for anybody rewatching or re-listening, go to Lego Ideas, the website, and you can go search Full House Living Room and Kitchen. It's by Building Friendships.
Actually, their search is terrible. You could go to tinyurl.com/Lego Full House.
Okay, there we go. All right,
so it'll get you right there. The search on there is horrific.
That's fair.
You put in Full House, and it's like the 50th set on there. It's like, how many Full House sets are there?
All right. Well, for anybody curious, this is the only one that has the one and only Stephanie Tanner helping design it. So right now they're at 6,372 supporters. We have 409 days to get them to the 10K. More than capable. So if you guys don't mind, go to Lego Ideas or go through the website, the tiny URL that John had given, which I can toss up on YouTube as well. If you guys don't mind, please go vote for that because I would love to see this. I grew up on this, so I would love to see this as a set myself. So yeah, so with that, John, we have something else that you are quite active in. So you have your own YouTube series, which is called Building Friendships. So can you just dive into where it came from and basically what you do with it?
So I have a production company that's my business, and I was like, I need more tax deductions, and I need to be able to expense my Lego problem. How do I do this? And the pandemic happened, and I was like, I spent a lot of time building Lego during the pandemic. In the beginning, I was like, oh, it could be kind of cool to bring my friends into this. I got my best friend Noel into it. I was like, oh, it could be cool to maybe interview my friends while we're building Legos, see how that works.
Yep.
So it was a lot of my local friends. Some were in entertainment, but we started doing it. Everybody really had a good time. Because they were my friends, we did 1.5, 2-hour episodes just because they were my friends. Obviously, the episodes now are a lot shorter. But when I moved out to LA and I had access to a lot more people and bigger names, and things became a little bit more clippable, I think as content becomes clippable, there's more interest in these weird, bizarre projects versus the standard interview. Like, sure, a podcast is fine, or like a Vanity Fair is fine, and that'll always get views because it's Vanity Fair and they put a lot of money behind it. But to have something clippable of like Mark Maron cursing because he can't build his guitar, or because I'm antagonizing him, like that's clippable stuff that actually gets in front of a new audience.
Yep.
So yeah, I started in my apartment in New York and then brought it into a studio in LA, and we're just growing from there. And we're growing at a pretty good pace. I have like some dream guests. It's actually interesting finding out how many celebrities are into Lego in their own lives, like Jody, Christina Perry, one of the guests I might have this weekend, Benji and Dan, who did Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy. There's just a lot of my guests who are actual Lego fans, and are excited to do this type of show.
Sure.
Because it's completely different and they get free Lego.
Yeah. That's fair too. Well, you definitely, I definitely would say you in the industry that you are in, you benefit from probably knowing a few people here or there that maybe either directly know or can like get you tied in. Like I'm sure that's helpful to get some of the people on. Because I think that's one of the hardest parts. And I know my buddy always, I don't want to say rips on me, but he's just like, man, you just go flying in people's DMs asking them if they want to come on your show. And I'm just like, well, your people aren't going to come to you. I mean, some people will, but if you're really interested in somebody, you have to chase them, or not chase, but you have to reach out to them and see if they're interested in doing, whatever you're doing. And then, like you said, me personally, I think a lot of adults are closeted Lego fans. Like they still have this stigma that it's a toy and that you don't want to, do it or let other adults know that you do it. But then when you find out that there is this massive adult community of Lego builders, then everything kind of just lets go and gets simplified. So
yeah, I think everybody has their hobbies, and I think Lego's a bigger hobby than people think. And I think now it's coming to light. I think the way that like Deloitte is now giving $1,000 to their employees to spend on Lego for mental health. Like I think people are realizing that Lego is a little bit more of a public hobby than people thought before.
Yeah. Yep.
And at the same time, unfortunately, Lego is realizing that, which is why 200-piece sets are now $50.
Yeah. 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 Well, I mean, it also doesn't help when you do hear about companies that are giving $1,000 funds to go help. I mean, that doesn't help us that don't have that kind of fund, but
you would think Lego was like, you know what, we're doing okay. We don't need to raise this giant race car Lego minifigure $5. Like that $5 isn't going to keep us in business.
Yeah.
You don't need to milk everybody for $5 extra. Like it's those things that bother me more than anything. Is the $5 really going to prevent Lego from going out of business?
Yeah.
No. But
Yeah.
like for a kid, there's a difference between $50 and $55.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Well,
it's kind of crappy.
yeah, no, I'll be interested to see if the new Virginia plant plays any factors into. I mean, obviously prices I doubt would go down, but I'll be curious to see if it helps with any of the costs just staying true to what they are now, because you don't have the international shipping or that kind of stuff. So
Well, that's why I've really been doing the Target and Best Buy buys, because Target, when you see Target's not going to lose money on Lego. So when they're selling the Lego Pac-Man set for $80, even if they're making $10 off it, they're making $10 off it.
Yeah.
But that means that the cost is $70, and that means Lego's making $200 off of it.
Yeah.
Because they're selling it for 280, 270. So that's why I buy at Target now, just because they decreased the price pretty quickly. That Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse with the Spot set, it's already down to like $40 at Target.
Oh wow.
As their regular price.
Okay.
The Up House is now $40. It came out at $60.
Yeah.
I think that people are just not going to take it off the shelves if they're ridiculously priced.
Yeah.
Like these new Star Wars sets are probably going to be there for a while until Target decreases that price.
Yeah. Which, I mean, the movies have not really had the greatest reception. So, I mean, obviously you have your diehard Star Wars fans, but they keep, no matter what comes out, it seems like people keep flocking to it. So,
yep, there's still going to be a line on day one. I know it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow there will be a line,
and John will be there. So
I sure will.
All right. So before we wrap up, there's one thing I saw and I'm completely bummed out. I was looking at your page today. I did not know you were at Brick World this year.
I was. Yeah, I went. I probably didn't have to be there, but yeah, I was there. Did we miss each other?
We did. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a very weird. It felt weird there this year. Like last year was my first convention ever. It was Brick World, and it was fine. Brick Slopes was fun. But this year, Brick World just felt weird. And I think it's just a lot of my closer friends in the community weren't there.
Okay.
So like I had a few close friends that were there, but a lot of them weren't. And then it just felt, I guess I'm just getting every convention starting to look the same and feel the same. So I think this being my fourth convention, I was like, this just feels like the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I get it. Yeah. I mean, I was like a kid in the candy store this year. Not because, I mean, I enjoyed the builds and everything there, but since this was my very first ever convention and being in the social media part of it, I was like zip, zoom, zip. Like I wanted to see everybody. I wanted to introduce myself, say hi. Like I've had these Bricks and Beyond with people that I've never even got to, meet face to face. And so that's what I was more concerned with this year, was just the interactions with the people. But yeah, I mean, I can see what you're saying with that too. I mean, I think there are some people that do travel amongst all of the shows. And if you don't change some stuff up, then yeah, I mean, I guess it could seem like it gets that way. But the public days, whew, wow, those were something.
Well, that goes back into like, there's nothing to do in these places. So this is like the most exciting thing going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, I had fun. It felt like it was just a weird atmosphere compared, because last year, again, that was my first one, just like this was yours.
Yep.
So I think it was just like I had wide eyes and I was like, oh, this is a lot, but it's exciting and it's meeting new people and it's people I've seen online that I haven't met in person. So last year was very exciting. Then you do a few of these and you're like, oh, it's the same exact thing. And you still spend stupid money at them. Like Eclipse Graphics is great. Like they hooked me up with some stuff, but like the price is there for all of the custom prints and all the custom pieces, and not Eclipse Graphics, just in general, like all of the vendors there. It's not a cheap trip.
No. I know. I had free lodging from Points. And then we drove because it's, Pennsylvania is not too far of a drive. But yeah, I mean, if you have to fly or whatnot, I mean, I can see why people rack up the money then plus what they spend, actually at the convention. So are you going to any other conventions this year?
No, I think I might be retired from conventions. I was
Okay.
going to do a surprise pit stop in Utah on my way back
Okay.
from New York because my flight back is the exact same day as
Brick,
Brick
brick
Slope.
slopes. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I think I'm retired from conventions for right now.
Well, if you want to see John, make sure you go to the nearest Lego store for release day because he will be there.
I'll be at all of them. Come see me at whatever Lego store is closest to you.
Oh gosh, John, I appreciate you taking the time to be here. It's this was a blast. You definitely your personality I knew was going to be quite enjoyable.
That's
Yeah, come to
debatable.
Utah. That
I didn't
come to
know
Utah.
Aubrey
See
was.
the
I didn't
city.
know Aubrey was in here. I would have absolutely not said that.
Well, I had Cody on not too long ago, and he was mentioning about brick slopes, and then Ron Sir Brickslaw. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but
Yeah, I love
same
Ron.
thing. Yeah, pushing the Utah. I can't, like, I'm going on vacation next week, and then son starts school, and I'm just like, that's such like an awkward time where I don't think I could be there, but everybody else
Look,
seems to think I could.
Utah. I'm kidding, Aubrey.
You know what? I've actually had probably, I think I had 3 or 4 people from Utah on here, so it's more of a popular Lego state than I
It is a
thought. So
popular Lego state. That's actually what they're known for: Mormons and Lego.
more,
Yeah.
what a combo.
Aubrey says she's always watching. She only watch YouTube is the only place Aubrey catches me. She doesn't have a TikTok, so that's where I can be really honest about my feelings about Utah.
Well, you said are you live tonight on TikTok?
Yes, it's 9 p.m. here. I'll probably be live around 11:30.
There you go. Well, you want to hear
11:30
about Utah?
Eastern. I have a lot to say about Utah.
John, all right. I will give you the floor. Anything else you want to plug real quick before we head out?
Sure. So you can follow me, sayitaintsosis, or Building Friendship Series on Instagram, sayitaintsosis on TikTok. I will be doing a live Building Friendships episode at Los Angeles Comic-Con at the end of September. So
Nice.
you can follow me and see when that's going to be because I didn't get the panel time yet. And then, yeah, I manage a comedian, Morgan Miller. I manage 2 musicians, Diana Herrera and Kelly Rose. Check them out. And yeah, just check out some new episodes of Building Friendships coming soon.
I know I'm looking forward to it because I was catching up on some today and quite enjoyable. So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I give the stamp, not that I am anything, but I'll give a stamp of approval.
Listen, if Aubrey's here, you're a big deal. Aubrey doesn't just watch anybody.
Wow, good. Then I take that as an honor then. So
Yeah.
good. I feel honored then. I appreciate that. So John, if you don't mind, I have something to ask you before you head out. So I will send you to the green room. I'll sign us off, and then I'll come chat with you real quick before we head off for the night. So
Oh man, there's a green room. This is fancy. Let's
there
do it.
is. You are off to the green room, John. All right,
Thanks
everybody.
for having me.
John, for sure. Thanks, John. Talk to you soon. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight's Bricks and Beyond. I will be back next Thursday, which is August the 7th, I believe. Oddly enough, we're in August already. July just flew by. 2 guests on next week. So make sure you stop by for that. As always, please like, follow. I always forget what you're supposed to say here on Instagram. So smash that subscribe button, like, share. Please do whatever it takes. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by tonight, and we'll see you next week.